Beijing, with its population of around 15 million, has to face enormous challenges in the field of environmental protection. Here, the China Shougang Corporation, with its new clean production facilities from SMS Zimag, plays an exemplary role, not least in matters of environmental compatibility. Shougang has given up any further expansion of the old works complex in the west of Beijing and has moved to the eastern part of the city. A modern pickling line and tandem cold mill has been built here under the consortium leadership of SMS Zimag, and a continuous annealing line for high-quality cold strip. Cold strip with excellent deep drawing properties. It has to meet the exacting demands of the automotive and household appliances industries. It must be available in varying weldable steel grades. It must be easy to shape, that is to say, deep drawn, even for high-strength steels. And it must have an impeccable surface quality. Shougang meets these requirements with plants from SMS Zimag. The cold strip obtains its deep drawing properties here in the continuous annealing line. Cold rolling helps to harden the internal microstructure. The annealing recrystallizes the steel. The carefully directed action of heat re-establishes the microstructure without altering the strip flatness or geometry. After this, the steel can easily be deformed again. At the beginning of the work process in the continuous annealing line, the strips are welded together into an endless strip. After this, the endless strip passes through the multi-stage cleaning section, in which residual contamination is removed, including the preservation agents. Thanks to efficient technologies, water consumption is minimal. The next step after the entry accumulator is the annealing furnace. The annealing process essentially consists of 5 stages: heating, soaking, cooling, overaging, and final cooling. For each steel grade and strip geometry, there are special process sequences with varying temperatures, soaking times, strip speeds, and cooling rates. Process models regulate these complex procedures fully automatically. The annealing furnace. It consists of the preheating section, the heating section, the soaking zone, the slow cooling area, the fast cooling area, overaging, the final cooling section, and the water quench system. In the heating zone, the strip is heated to between 730 and 850 degrees centigrade, depending on the steel grade. The strip is now glowing, that is annealed, giving the process its name. It is guided in loops via deflector rolls, and thus reaches a long process section where it is kept at a precisely constant temperature. Finally, there are various cooling possibilities available. The annealing line thus shows high flexibility as regards the product spectrum. The exit accumulator ensures a continuous production process. The downstream 6-high skin pass stand with its actuators is excellent for influencing the flatness and setting very good strip surface qualities. Furthermore, the strip surface can be provided with a defined roughness. This makes it easy to give the strips a perfect paint coat, for example. Downstream of the 6-high skin pass stand is another strip accumulator which disconnects the stand from the exit section. The other stations include the trimming shear, the inspection stand, the oil machine for protecting surfaces, the crank pendulum shear, and finally the coiling facility. Shougang is able to manufacture around 950,000 metric tons of deep drawable cold strip. The facilities upstream of the annealing line are also from SMS Zimark. There is a turbulence pickling line coupled with a tandem cold mill. It processes hot wide strip, which is also produced on an SMS facility. The pickling section starts with a payoff group with 2 reels. The strips are 800 to 1,900 millimeters wide. The entry gauges are in the range of 1.6 to 6 millimeters. And it is possible to produce strips with final gauges of 0.2 to 2.5 millimeters. In the laser welding machine, an endless strip is obtained which is loaded into the entry accumulator at up to 700 meters per minute. The stretch leveler splits up the scale for the pickling process. It enters the turbulence pickling line at a rate of 230 meters per minute and combines 3 advantages: minimized acid utilization, low acid temperature, and a high pickling effect. This is possible thanks to the turbulence pickling process with its flat pickling tanks and the patented immersion covers. The downstream rinsing and dryer units remove the acid residues from the strip and dry it. The exit accumulator. The trimming shear. The inspection stand for continuous quality control of the exacting strip grades. The strip then enters a strip accumulator which serves as a buffer between the line sections and the tandem rolling mill. The tandem rolling mill. The strip passes through the 5-stand rolling mill. With a rolling force of 33 meganewtons, it is rolled out to the final thickness. The mill stands are of 6-high design with work, intermediate and backup rolls. Each stand is equipped with state-of-the-art rolling technologies. These also include the CVC Plus components and the intermediate and work roll bending devices. The plant design makes it possible to install edge drop control devices, known as EDC, at a later stage so as to improve the strip edge area. The result? A flat strip surface and strip gauges within narrow tolerances. In the rolling mill too, exhaust and recycling systems for rolling emulsions help to protect the environment. The drum shear divides the strip at a high speed. It is wound up using a compact carousel reel. The coils then move on to the continuous annealing line. High productivity and deep drawing cold strip quality in harmony with the environment. Shougang Corporation proves that this can be attained efficiently. By simply using a pickling line and tandem cold mill and a continuous annealing line from SMS Zimag.